I'm Shana Harmongoff, and I'm running as an independent candidate for New York State Senate District 30, which includes Harlem, East Harlem, Upper West Side, Morningside Heights, Hamilton Heights, and parts of Washington Heights. My biggest platform area is mental health, because as we know, everything that we do stems from mental health, and it even affects our physical health. Today had a press conference on 124th Street and Lenox Avenue regarding the oversaturation of drug treatment facilities in Harlem. Other districts, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island, are coming into Harlem to go to our treatment facilities. Less than 4% of our Harlem community are actually accessing those facilities. So we see the representation is not fair. Other districts should have their fair share of treatment facilities, drug treatment facilities. Why is Harlem oversaturated? I had local businesses with me at the rally, community leaders. So mental health and the oversaturation of drug facility treatments is a huge issue of mine. So when I'm elected, because I'm speaking when I'm elected, those are going to be my number 2 top issues that I'm going to be tackling. Now, my mental health issue ties in with policing that I want to address and talk about. Because I don't want to defund the police, because we need the police. Gun violence is at an all-time high here in Harlem. However, I do believe that police are over-policing. Police are handling cases that they're not trained and qualified to do.
So what's the strategy? What's the strategy?
What right now is I want to put in legislation. Because right now what police are doing is when someone we see that's passed out on the street, maybe from a drug overdose or things of that nature, it's natural for us to call 911. The dispatchers will then send the police out. What I would like to do is create legislation so that way when people call 911, the dispatchers are sending what I call out the mental health streetwalkers, which is just mental health counselors who are walking the streets, who are trained and qualified to handle those cases that they're able to do instead of the police. But as we know, it's not that simple. The Department of Mental Health, along with private organizations who train and are qualified to deal with mental health, they need funding. So that would be me working as a state senator, working with my city elected officials to make sure that these organizations get money so that way they can employ more mental health counselors that can be able to walk the streets. I've talked to several mental health counselors who would love to get out of the office and walk the streets in Harlem and in our whole community to handle these cases, right? So those are the 2 top areas: mental health, policing ties in with that, and the oversaturation of drug facility treatments. Also, we have a huge homelessness population happening. I don't necessarily think that housing the homeless and the hotels is like a catch-all for everything. That's why I'm running on the independent line, to give people in the 30th district a choice to choose, not just to vote on the party line, but to vote for the candidate who you know and feel will do a great job for the community and who's been working the community. And I believe and know that is me. Thank you. And I want to say this last thing. Voting, election day is November the 2nd. Always have to give that shout out. And early voting started October the 23rd and lasts all the way to October the 31st. We must exercise our right to vote. Our ancestors have fought for us to have this right, so we must vote. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching WKIM TV. Please like and share the video and be sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks.